I'm here with Jo Weil. And tell me the name of your show again.
My show is named Verbotene Liebe, which is forbidden love in
Forbidden
English.
Love.
Yeah.
And we may know them here in the U.S. as half of the popular couple Christian and Ollie.
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
Yeah, you said it perfectly. Your
Okay.
pronunciation is so good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So readers of We Love Soaps have often seen that we will post clips of Christian and Ollie and some of the ups and downs of your relationship.
Yeah.
And we find that it's very different from American soaps in terms of some of the real aspects.
In what aspect?
Well, you can be more affectionate, I believe, on German soaps.
I think for me as an actor, it's good to be affectionate, and I don't care whether it's a man or a woman. It's just I love to get the chance to show emotions and to reveal all these emotions in a character. And so I don't really care whether it's a man or a woman I play with. I'm just happy to have such a wonderful colleague as Tore, and we have the luck that we have a chemistry together and we love to work together. So I love to show emotions with him.
That's great. That's great. Why do you think in German soaps you can display more affection? I mean, you guys get pretty intimate. You have love scenes. I've seen you kiss. You've had shirtless scenes.
Yeah.
Things that in America we never or rarely would ever see.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. American audiences are very conservative, and there's been some changes in the last year, but rarely do you ever see two men affectionate.
Oh,
and certainly
that's sad.
rarely
That's
without.
really sad.
Yeah. So why is this more accepted in Germany than here? Why do you think?
I don't know. I think Germans are quite liberal, or at least want to be liberal. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I think 10 years ago it might have been a problem on German television. I started doing this show 10 years ago, and I already played this bisexual character. And in the beginning, my character wasn't allowed to kiss too much or to show too much affection towards another man because there were still some difficulties the audience had with it. By now,
But that's changed.
yeah, that's changed in a way, and I think thanks to us showing stuff like that, not us especially, but German television showing gay couples and treating them like every other couple, that changed a lot, and I'm kind of proud to be part of this process to move something.
And what kind of response do you typically get from people who recognize you on the street?
Very good feedback. The feedback I get is really good. Most of the people love the show, they love my character. It's easy to like Ollie because he's just that open-hearted, open-minded, nice guy, so most people like him. And yeah, it's funny because when we started doing this gay storyline, we feared that people might have problems with it, but it's the contrary. People come and say, oh yeah, normally I don't like to see two men kissing, or I'm even a bit homophobic, but after I saw your storyline and I saw you doing it, I changed my mind, and it's okay. I can watch it without difficulties, and that's the best thing we can do, and it makes me really proud.
That's wonderful, and I think that's the power of entertainment and the power of entertainment to open up people's minds and expand their minds. Did the show ever get threats from sponsors, or do you worry about sponsors not wanting to pay to advertise on your show, or is that ever a problem? That's a big issue here.
Okay, I can't answer this question, to be honest, because I don't know who pays for our show.
Okay.
So I don't think that it's a big issue in Germany.
That's great.
I hope so, at least I hope so.
Well, I think you would know, and I think that's been such a prevalent issue here that's prevented a lot of the shows from going further because sponsors and are saying if you show two men kissing too much, we're not going to pay to advertise on your show. And
Well, that is really sad.
yeah, right. I know. Right. So now, what are your plans? You've been on the show for 10 years.
Yeah, with a break. I left the show for 5 years and came back in 2007. And what are my plans for the future? I don't know. I learned that I shouldn't think about the future too much. I live in the moment. I love what I do right now. I could imagine to stay in this show for years. But I'd like to do other things next to the show, other parts, maybe a movie, another show. I would love to work over here one day.
Here in New York?
Yeah, maybe a little guest appearance in an American show or such stuff. That would be cool.
Ah, you heard it. You heard it here
your
first. Well, and you're obviously a great actor, and you have so much enthusiasm. I think American companies would be very smart to capitalize. You know what I mean by capitalize? To use your popularity, which is phenomenal in Germany, right? I mean, you guys are like hugely popular. To use that in an American show. Do you think about about doing theater work? Because a lot of actors come to New York to do theater.
I didn't think about doing theater in the States, but I do theater in Germany. I did a play next to shooting Verbotene Liebe in 2008, 2009. That was a lot of fun, and that's the perfect thing if I get to do both things, stage work and filming at the same time. So yeah, I'll probably do a play next year.
That's great. That's great. Now, do you find that the German soaps are still well funded? Like, are the ratings good? Are the ratings healthy? A lot of American shows have lost ratings and have had to deal with budget cuts and, you know, not paying their cast members as much. Are German soaps still well funded? Do you still have budgets, or do they even tell you about that?
As an actor, I'm not really into that, but
but that's great, because the actors here haven't really had a choice. They've had to be part of it.
Yeah, the ratings. They're better, they're worse from time to time, so it's hard to answer that question. There were times when everything was easier. I have to say that, to be honest. But I think especially Verbotene Liebe is still quite good, so I don't worry about ratings and stuff like that.
That's great. That is a luxury that American actors can't afford right now. I'm glad to hear. Is there anything, where would you like to see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years from now? Okay, in 5 years I want to stand here right next by your side, and we are doing the next interview, and I tell you about this big American show I do. No, actually, I met Gregory Michael today for the first time, and if there should ever be another season of Dante's Cove, I would love to be in that, because I saw it a few weeks ago, and it's the funniest show I've ever seen. And I definitely want to be in the next season of Dante's Cove. So in 5 years I will tell you about shooting on Hawaii for Dante's Cove.
I love that. I love that. All right, 2015. You got a date right here at the Stonewall Inn.
I hope so.
Okay. This is Damon L. Jacobs. Welcome back to our new season of We Love Soaps TV, and I am here with international superstar Jo Weil.
Hey.
Was that good, right?
That was very good.
Okay, let's try this. Of the beloved show Verbotene Liebe.
I'm impressed.
I told you I've been practicing.
Yeah, you.
We've had a break from We Love Soaps TV, so all summer I've been working on that. So
yeah, and I can hear that. It's great. Yeah, your German improved so much since last time.
During our first interview, it was a little shaky. So welcome to We Love Soaps TV. Welcome to New York City. How are you enjoying your visit here?
Oh, it's just great. I love New York City. I would move here immediately, and my stay was great. I had so much fun. I saw a lot of plays and shows, and it's just.
What have you seen?
I've seen Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, The Addams Family, All New People, and How to Succeed in Business. And tonight I'm going to see Rent.
Okay. How to Succeed in Business. That was with Emmy winner Michael Park from As the World Turns. Oh, no, he was a big American soap star. His show is gone now.
Okay.
As many American soaps have been since the last time we talked, sadly enough.
Yeah, that's really sad. I heard about it in Germany, and it's really sad.
How are the soaps being received in Germany right now? Is Verbotene Liebe still as much of a success? Is it still? Do you worry as much about rumors about cancellations as we do with all the American soaps here?
Not really. I mean, the soap that aired next to Verbotene Liebe, it was cancelled this year, so it might happen, but I don't think that it happens with Verbotene Liebe. Our ratings are still pretty good, and
great.
So no, we don't worry about that.
Great. Now you mentioned loving New York, but if you did move to New York, what would happen to Oliver from the show?
That's a good question.
You'd have to commute.
I mean, maybe Oliver can just move to New York and be on an American show.
I love that. Spin-off. Okay. Well, you know, I asked the We Love Soaps TV viewers for questions for you, and I had such an overwhelming response from all over the world. I mean, I'm talking Brazil, Australia, Africa, Germany, here in New York City, West Virginia, all over the world, people had questions for you about the show and some questions about your life. So we're going to get to those in a minute. I just want to, since we last spoke about a year and a half ago, there's been major changes on the show, including Christian and Ollie having a beautiful, beautiful wedding ceremony.
Oh yeah, that was really nice.
Especially, I mean, you have to see this. It's on YouTube. It was a beautiful ceremony. There was singing, there was dancing, especially a scene with Oliver and his mother, which just touched me so much, and it looked like it touched you too. Can you tell us more about what happened during that part?
Yeah, it really touched me because I was happy for Oliver that this finally happened. He and his mother just had this really tough relationship because she never accepted him being gay or bi. And finally on his wedding, she realized that it doesn't matter who he loves as long as he's happy. And so, yeah, she gave him her blessing, and that was nice, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, you have to see this, but there are tears in your eyes. I mean, you really brought it, man.
Yeah, that was Oliver who had to cry, but it moved me as well.
Are you able to cry easily on cue? Was that in the script, or was that just natural that came out of you?
That wasn't in the script, but I thought it was, how Ollie should react in this scene. So I can cry on cue if I have to.
Wonderful, wonderful. You know, the other thing that I love about the show, which is so different from American soaps, are the very intimate love scenes between Christian and Ollie.
Are there intimate love scenes between Christian and Ollie?
There's a lot of action going on between Christian and Ollie. How is that for you to do these scenes that are naked or mostly naked with Tor? I mean, do you guys ever laugh? Are you embarrassed? What's it like to film those very intimate scenes that viewers can find online?
I mean, by now we're just used to it because we're doing this for almost 4 years now, and we got used to kissing and touching each other. In the beginning, it was weird. You're there with someone you don't know, you have to kiss, you have to be intimate. It's not easy, but it's not erotic at all. It's just love scenes are always hard work and nothing nice.
Yeah, I've been told they're often very mechanical. You have to turn your head here, move here.
You get directions, turn there, look like this, touch him there. It's very technically, but it's in a way it's fun.
Wow, 4 years. That's a lot longer than a lot of other relationships have lasted in real life, I'll tell you that.
That's it, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Okay, so now we're going to get to the questions from our international viewing audience.
I'm curious.
Okay, are you ready?
I am.
Okay. Philo, I think his name is Philo, I'm saying that right, says, "Hi, yo. After 3 years of happiness, Crowley," which is Christian and Ollie, "seem to be at the end." It's very sad. "In any case, personally, do you prefer to restart Crowley 2.0, or do you prefer a different storyline as single or with a different partner? Share with us."
That's a tough question. What to say? I mean, I think I would be happy if there was Crowley 2. But in the meantime, Ollie could have some fun with other partners as well. But,
well, tell us what happened. We had this gorgeous wedding last year. What's happened since then?
Christian and Ollie tried to get a baby somehow, and this didn't really work out. In the end, they adopted a child, a foster child, and the real father came and took the child away from them. And Ollie wanted to get another baby, Christian didn't want to, and that's how they slowly separated from each other. Then Christian had an affair with a girl, and that hurt Ollie very, very much. And somehow they didn't get it managed to come back together again, so they broke off.
And I understand there might be somebody new in Ollie's life now.
I don't know about that.
Character named Raphael?
Oh, Raphael. Yeah, he was just a little holiday flirt of Ollie. Maybe, I don't know.
Okay. You never know about those holiday flirtations, yo. They can...
No, I mean, it was...
Summer Lovin' can be something more than Summer Lovin'.
Raphael was a nice guy, and I think Ollie likes him. And we'll see if anything more will follow between these two characters.
Okay. Gerard8 says, "Hi, yo! Imagine that you have £7 million that you want to give to charity. Who would you give the money to, and how would you divide it?" Now, just for us stupid Americans, how much does £7 million come out to?
£7 million? I don't know how much that in dollars.
It's like $14 million. Am I right? Okay. Something like that. I usually just double it, and I'm sort of in the neighborhood of where American dollars would fall. What would you do with all that?
I think I would give it to the AIDS Foundation in Cologne because I'm an ambassador for them and I do a lot of charity work for them. So I would give this money to them to support their work.
I love that. I love hearing that. Great answer. A+. I love that. Okay, I told you all over the world. Natalie from West Virginia says, "One question for Yo. Is there an update on the movie that you and Tor were going to star in?" What about a movie? I don't even know about this. What is the movie?
It's a movie we hopefully will film next year, but it's not sure yet. They have some problems with raising the money, so I can't say more about that.
Is this related to the characters you play on the show, or
something
different?
Completely different.
Something totally different. Wow.
Totally different.
Okay. All right. Annette says, what would be your dream role as an actor? And also, if you were not an actor, what other profession would you pursue?
I wouldn't pursue any other profession because I love being an actor. The only thing I could imagine to do would be directing stuff.
Wow.
Directing or producing, that's something that's interesting as well, but being an actor is the only thing that really makes me happy. So I hope I never have to think about another thing to do. And yeah, my dream role, a bad guy.
Okay.
I
How
always
bad?
play the nice guys, and it would be great to do a bad guy once. Really bad, mean. Something like Norman Bates in Psycho.
Oh, that's pretty
a
bad.
Really cool part.
That's a pretty bad guy.
Yeah,
that's a messed up dude. Okay. All right. Jesse from Cologne has a lot of questions.
Jesse?
Yes.
Hi, Jesse.
Hi, Jesse from Cologne. So we're not. There's a lot of questions
That's a
here,
lot,
but let's
yeah.
go through some of them. As much as I love to see you as Ollie, I would love even more to see you act in new and different parts. Is it possible to do other stuff while working on a daily soap? Let's start with that part. So
It's
your
hard.
schedule, are you doing 5 days a week, or how often do you film?
It depends on the storyline I'm in at the moment. But yeah, basically it's 5 days filming a week and then all this other stuff on the weekend. So there's almost no time left. I try to do other stuff, but it's hard. It's almost impossible.
I know. I mean, again, people, I think our readers and viewers understand that, soap actors are the hardest working actors out there, and they are just busting their butts 8 hours a day.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing 45
more.
minutes a day. That's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
so much work.
This is interesting. How much of the scenes you film are actually shown on TV? In other words, do you ever film scenes, or do you ever do scenes that don't end up getting on air?
Sometimes. Most of the scenes end up on air, but sometimes they cut scenes. And that happened to a few of mine scenes as well. Yeah.
Does it ever piss you off?
Sometimes,
you work
yeah.
really hard.
No,
it's
of course.
didn't
If
even
you do
air.
a scene you like and it's not shown, yeah. It doesn't happen too often, but yeah, it pisses me off, of course.
Yeah. Well, that's the kind of thing that'd be also great for an outtakes, a DVD, or an extras DVD or something.
Would be great,
Yeah,
but they don't do it.
Okay, if you were offered a gay part in another show, would you consider that, or would you be afraid of being labeled?
It wouldn't depend on the character being gay. As long as the character is interesting, it doesn't matter whether it's gay or not.
If he's a psycho killer, he'll take it. Right?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, if he's
no,
Norman Bates.
I wouldn't be scared to be labeled. As long as I get work and get good parts, I don't care what sexuality they are.
I admire that very much, very much. All right, and when you are in Cologne, join Jesse for a cup of coffee. All
I
right.
will. Just give me a call.
Okay. This is a great question. This is actually the kind of question I usually ask.
Okay.
Trish says, Jo, you seem to have a really great outlook when it comes to life. I'm sure you've had your hard times, but yet you seem to take things in stride and have an optimistic view of everything. Mm-hmm. Is what we see the real you, or is there some evil person in there that you hide?
Oh. I mean, even if there was this evil yo, I wouldn't show him right now. No.
How about at midnight?
I try to be as real as possible, yeah. So, no, what you see is what you get.
Yeah. She also wants to know, what is the philosophy that helps you to have such good attitude?
I try not to worry about things too much. You never know what will happen in the future, so I try not to worry about the future. I just try to live in the moment and have as much fun as possible, and yeah, that's it.
That's great. I really admire that. All right. Kadium26 said, Yo, if you could change one thing about you, what would it be? But don't say your eyes because they're beautiful.
Oh.
That was the question. It's
Okay.
true. They are beautiful.
Thank you so much.
But what would you change? Other than your eyes, what would you change?
My feet. I hate feet in general, so if I had to change something, but I'm pretty happy. So I
You
wouldn't
got such
change
cool
anything.
shoes, though. I love those. Can you see? Awesome shoes.
Yeah, I love these shoes. Yeah. No, but I don't really want to change anything.
Philo also wants to know, this is the second question, Yo, seeing your Yo dinner, it seems you are a good chef. What kind of international eating do you like? Now, tell us about, what is this, Yo dinner? And how do all these people know that you're a good cook?
Yo dinner, I think she means a TV show I took part in. It's a few celebrities meet up and cook for each other, and one finally wins, and I won this show. So, yeah, I think I'm a pretty good cook, and I love to cook. And when it comes to food. I like almost every food, but my favorite cuisine is the Italian kitchen. I love Italian food.
Oh, we got to talk. There's some really good places right in this neighborhood. Really? Right around We Love Soap's TV headquarters.
Okay.
There's some amazing Italian restaurants.
You have to tell me later.
I'll tell you this. All right, this one comes from New York City. Angela from New York City has a lot of questions. No, not actually that many. Okay, Angela says, I want to start by saying I really enjoy your work. Thank you for all your kindness and your generosity with your fans. Hope you're having a lot of fun here in New York City. Angela's question is, what is your favorite part of New York City? In other words, Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn. What is your favorite place specifically that you have visited during this trip?
Okay, I like Manhattan, but it's the place I know. I don't really know the other places around. And
a lot of people who've lived here forever don't know those places either.
No, I don't have a favorite place.
What's the most fun thing you've done on this trip that you can tell us on camera about?
Almost everything. There wasn't a single minute I didn't enjoy, so it would be hard to choose something. The city is just so full of life and adventures. No, I can't choose anything. I just would have to stay longer to experience more, and maybe then I can answer the question.
That's good. You have to live here for a year, and then we can answer that question.
I would immediately do it.
Get you work in it, okay. And she wants you to know there's a lot of cool places to visit on Long Island, too, if you run out of ideas in this city.
Next time I will go to Long Island.
I lived here 6 years, and actually did go to a concert once in Long Island.
Okay.
Sorry, Angela.
Hi there, this is Roger Newcomb. Welcome to We Love Soaps TV. I'm here in Times Square with Jo Weil. Welcome to New York.
Thank you very much.
How's the weather been for your trip here?
Yeah, it's been horrible. Yesterday we had Hurricane Sandy, and it was really tough. But it's cool to be in the city that's supposed to never sleep when it actually sleeps.
Yeah, I mean, I've been getting calls from all over the country, people worried. And this area, this is my neighborhood, Times Square, and you can see like it's not really been affected too much by the hurricane, although the rest of the city has. So last Friday, you won a German Soap Award.
Yes!
I just saw something about your speech. You didn't plan a speech, you just did it off the cuff.
Yeah, that's it. I'm very superficial and superstitious. Superstitious. And I think if you plan what you're going to say in case you win, that means bad luck. So I didn't plan anything.
Right. I think your co-star yelled out, he wants to have your baby.
Yes, he did, and he's going to get it one day, maybe.
So you went straight from the German Soap Awards to New York City?
Yeah, I had a big after-show party on Friday night, and on Saturday morning I flew over to New York.
All right. What have you done anything exciting since you've been here other than avoid the hurricane?
No, I wanted to do some things. I wanted to see plays that got cancelled. I wanted to go shopping in shops that were closed. I wanted to go to bars that were closed. So basically I was just sitting in my hotel room until the power went off. And now I'm sitting in a dark hotel room. That's all I did so far.
Well, you've come to the right place. I know where all the open bars are in New York City. Okay, Verbotene Liebe. What's the latest? What's happening? What's ahead for you guys?
At the moment, not too much, because Tore is not in the show at the moment. He's left for 2 months, and so my character just found out that he has a sister. I discovered my sister Bella, and yeah, it's mainly family stuff at the moment. So we get to know each other, we create a bond.
Do you like playing that dynamic? Is that a different thing to play?
Yeah, it's a different thing, and it's a lot of fun because it brings some sides to my character he didn't have before. So it's a lot of fun, and I love my new colleague. She's so cool to play with. So I love it.
What's your production schedule? How far ahead do you guys shoot the show before it airs?
At the moment, we're 3 months in advance. So we already filmed New Year's Eve.
All right, so what's ahead for you the rest of the year, aside from working on the show?
Yeah, at the moment I'm doing my training for this celebrity high diving competition I'm taking part in again this year. So I just started training. That's one thing I'm doing until the end of the year. I'm still selling my new calendar. And
excellent.
Yeah, I brought you some.
Good.
For you.
Good. High diving, how did you get involved in that, like competition?
The production company that's doing the show asked me 2 years ago, and I did it twice yet. And it's an annual show, and yeah, it's horrible because I'm afraid of heights in a way and of water, and it costs a lot of courage and training to be able to do it for me. But it's a lot of fun also.
It's like celebrities high diving.
Yeah,
it's like Dancing with the Stars, but high diving.
Something like this, yeah. Just high diving.
That's very scary to me.
It is. It really is.
So you've been playing Oliver for a long time now. Tell us your all-time favorite storyline.
My all-time favorite storyline. I think it was the marriage with Christian. That was the most interesting thing I had to play so far.
All right.
And when Ollie felt guilty for having killed Philip. I think this was cool as well. These two storylines.
All right. But the Bella story is going to be very exciting.
Yes, it's exciting, but it's not my most favorite storyline. So, but it's a good one too.
What's Tor doing now when he's off for 2 months?
At the moment, he's hosting The Voice, the German version
Really?
of The Voice. Yeah, that's why he can't be in the show at the moment.
And the German version has the chairs that spin around.
Yeah. I think it's the same like over here, just with German musicians and the German.
Do you have a
host.
German Christina Aguilera who's a diva on set?
Yeah, we have Nena. Maybe you know her.
I'm standing here looking at this spot. This is the exact spot I got married in 2 months ago.
I would have loved to be at your wedding. Was it a good day?
It was a great day. It was kind of like this. We thought it was going to rain, but it didn't rain. And a soap star actually married me.
Really?
And As the World Turns Star got ordained to perform the wedding. So
That's cool.
yeah. So maybe a fan will ask you to do that someday.
I would love to. I would love to marry someone.
Perform the ceremony.
Yeah.
I think we're starting to get a little bit of weather. So do you have any other plans for the rest of the week while you're here in New York?
Yeah, first of all, I hope that things open up again, and then I'll see. Maybe I see my play. I was supposed to see Jake Gyllenhaal tonight on stage, and it got cancelled. So I hope I get a chance to see him tomorrow on Thursday.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
All
It was
right.
great
We'll
to
see you next time.
Yep.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Serial Scoop Now. I'm Roger Newcomb. I'm here with Jo Weil, who's visiting New York City from Germany. How's it been so far?
It has been wonderful so far. I had a great time. Last time I was here it was windy and cold, and this time the weather is just excellent. I went to see a wonderful show with Jim Parsons last night, and yeah, I had a great time so far.
So is Big Bang Theory popular in Germany?
It is popular, and it's one of my favorite shows, and I'm a big fan of Jim Parsons, and to see him live on Broadway was just amazing. Have you seen the show?
No, not yet.
You have to see it, he's brilliant.
When are we going to see you in a Broadway show?
I don't know yet. It would be great to do a Broadway show, but there were no offers so far, so...
Could you do that show? You know, he's going back to this Big Bang Theory. Maybe they could keep it going. Could you do that part? Would that be something you would do?
I don't know if I could do it, but I would love to do this part because it's a brilliant show and it seemed to be so much fun to play this character. So yeah, maybe we should talk about that with the producers.
So, you know, you're best known for many, many years of playing Ollie on Forbidden Love, English translation. And the show went off the air this year, which was very sad. Were you expecting that to happen? Were people expecting it, or were you guys surprised?
No, we weren't that surprised because for the last 2 or 3 years there were always these rumors that the show might get cancelled and the ratings weren't that good anymore. So no, we weren't surprised, but sad. I mean, I've been on this show for 15 years with a break, and it feels like a huge part of my life, and it's sad that this show got cancelled.
What was your favorite part about playing Oliver?
Oh, that's hard to say because Oliver experienced so many cool things and there were many I liked, but I still think the wedding with Christian was one of the coolest things I was allowed to film because it was basically 2 episodes just about Ollie and Christian, and that was cool.
So you're always hustling. Like, I mean, you're one of those rare working actors. Like in New York City, like every bar you've probably gone into, the bartenders are actors, but they're not working actors. You've been working for years, many years now, since the 90s, very successfully. So that's something to really be proud of. And you're working still since the show went off. You're on a new soap, or an old soap, but a new role, playing Nick.
Yes, now I'm playing Nick on All That Matters, Alles was zählt, the German title. He's completely different compared to Ollie, and that's so much fun that without a big pause, I got the chance to play a completely different character that I love too. So yeah, I've been pretty lucky.
Did you do some theater this year? You've done some theater recently, or?
Yeah, I did some theater last year. I did a nationwide tour in Germany.
Oh wow!
And I was supposed to do a play this month, but I couldn't do it because I was filming for Alles was zählt. So no theater so far this year.
We want to see you in New York theater. What do we have to do to make that happen? Would you do it? Would you come here to do a show?
Oh, I would love to do a show over here, either on television or on Broadway. I don't know, Jess. I didn't get an offer so far.
I want to see you on The Bold and the Beautiful. How can we make that happen?
I would love to be on The Bold and the Beautiful. I don't know, you have all the connections. Just bring me there. Hello, Bold and Beautiful. I would love to work for you.
Does it air in Germany?
It used to. Actually, I'm not sure if it still does, but it used.
It's the most watched daytime soap opera in the world.
Yeah, and we had it on German television for at least a few years when I was younger, and I loved watching it. I'm not sure whether it's still on, but I know that it's so successful and big all over the world, so I would love to be in that.
They go on location a lot. So they might come to Germany at some point, but they shot in Amsterdam last fall, and they used one of the GTST actors on the show. So they let him guest star on the show.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, when they come to Germany, hello.
What's on the horizon for you? Like, what have you not done that you really want to do still?
A Broadway show. No, I would really, 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 really love to play a part in The Walking Dead one day, and in Bates Motel, because I love these shows, and a small guest stint would be great. And apart from that, yeah, I would really love to be in a US soap opera. That's something I would love to do one day.
When we talk about a stage show in New York, are you talking about a play or a musical? Because you have a great singing voice.
Yeah, I can sing, and actually I'm working on new songs right now, so there's going to be something new pretty soon.
Your Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas got rave reviews.
Yeah, the reviews were good. That made me really happy because I loved the song and I loved the production, and it was so tiny and small and got these good reviews that made me really happy.
So you're working on something. Maybe we'll get new music soon?
Soon, I think end of the year.
All right, and another calendar?
I shot the calendar directly before I flew to the States, so it's going to be on sale by the end of August.
Did you ever think of shooting it here, like in Manhattan?
Yes, that would be perfect. It's just too expensive to bring the whole team over here, but maybe the next one.
You know, you have become internationally known, not just in Germany, but because the Christian Ali story was so popular. People put it online and people were watching it. When I saw you last, it was 3 years ago, or almost. It was Hurricane Sandy. We went to my friend's bar, which was really packed in the middle of the day. And as I was leaving, I don't know if you know this, a guy grabbed me who I didn't know, and he said, "Is that Jo Weil from the German soap?" Oh. And he recognized you, and it's not somebody I knew. It's just really awesome.
Yeah, that's funny because it still keeps happening. I was in Miami before I came to New York, and even there, still people, Americans, recognize me for having played Ollie, and they've never seen the show on television. They just saw it on the internet, and yeah, it had a huge international impact, and it's still very surprising.
Last question, I'll let you go. It's 1,000 degrees out here.
It is.
What is the one thing that maybe nobody knows about you that you could admit to us or tell us? Any deep, dark secrets?
The big secret. One secret some people know, but not everybody. I'm addicted to hair drying.
What?
Yeah, the sound of a hair dryer calms me very much. And when I have to learn new lines, I always switch on my hair dryer because the sound calms me. And I love this wind. That's something, it's not a big secret, but it's a secret.
How is the German summer compared to this? Is it similar?
Yes, this year is actually very hot as well. So it's not a big shock over here, but still, it's really hot.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I will see you next time you're in New York.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
All right, take care.